Sinners, flesh dwellers, welcome back to my realm. I was just studying the peculiar case of a rapper by the name of Tupac Shakur. Shakur was killed many years ago. His case has been unsolved for 20 plus years. But before I continue, there have been rumors and conspiracy theories about Tupac being alive. No, he is not. It's fake news. Shakur's soul was accepted and registered within moments after his demise. Trust me, I know. So forget about it. It's all rumors and nonsense. He's not living in Cuba or anywhere else. Once your soul has been registered with me, it means you have parted ways with your flesh forever. It would appear that there has been recent activity and an arrest on this case to bring it back to life once again after 27 years. A certain flesh dweller by the name of Keefe D. What a strange name for a flesh dweller, I'd admit. Keefe D, a former Crip from Compton, has confessed to participating in the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur. In an interview with a LAPD detective, LAPD detectives interviewed Keefe D on several occasions. Eventually, Keefe D agreed to confess to his role in the murder. According to Keefe D, he was hired by Suge Knight, the head of Death Row Records. Interesting. He was hired to kill Tupac. Keefe D was paid a mere $1 million for the job. Keefe D and his accomplices followed Tupac's car as it was driving through Las Vegas. Once the car stopped at a red light, Keefe D and his accomplices pulled up alongside and opened fire. Shakur was struck 4 times and died 6 days later. But the story took a strange twist. Keefe D's confessions were never made public, and he was never charged with Shakur's murder. Detectives said that they believed Keefe D's confession was credible, but they weren't able to secure enough evidence to bring a case against him. Quite lucky. From my studies so far, it would appear that this Keefe D likes to run his mouth a lot. He first confessed to Shakur's murder in 2011 in the book titled Murder Rap, written by a former detective who interviewed Keefe D. He also confessed in a Netflix docuseries called Unsolved in 2018, in which Keefe D appeared and once again spoke about his role in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Keefe D said that he was motivated to confess to Shakur's murder because he wanted to clear his conscience. He also claimed he was tired of living with the guilt and secrecy of the crime. Interesting, a killer with a conscience. You sinners amaze me. The evidence also supports Keefe D's confession. He provided accurate details about the crime scene and the murder weapon. He also knew about things that only the killer could have known, such as the fact that Tupac was wearing a bulletproof vest, and that he was shot in the head and neck. I find it strange that this Keefe D would finally confess after all these years. Due to his guilty conscience? No. After all, many years had passed. Was he tired of being a free man? Innocent or guilty? Or does he yearn for incarceration for the rest of his life to be amongst his fellow gang members and friends? Once again, I have to admit, you flesh dwellers never cease to amaze me, I tell you. A strange lot you all are. I shall return forthwith, but for now I must continue my studies.